My name is Valric Thornscale, and I have worked at the Galactic Species Classification Bureau for 17 cycles. 17 cycles of sorting through biological data, behavioral patterns, and evolutionary markers to determine where each species fits in the grand taxonomy of sentient life. I have classified over 2,000 species. Predators as prey, symbiote parasites, hive minds, singular consciousness collectives, you name it, I have filed it. Never, and I mean never, have I encountered a filing disaster quite like humanity. It started innocuously enough. A junior clerk named Ben Pix, bless his 6 hearts, was processing the initial contact reports from a species discovered on a backwater planet called Earth. The preliminary surveys noted that these creatures, humans, were bipedal, moderately sized, and showed remarkable affection towards smaller animals in their environment. They kept creatures called dogs and cats in their dwellings, fed them, groomed them, played with them, and even talked to them like they were children. Pix, in his infinite wisdom, looked at this data and thought, well, if humans love taking care of smaller creatures, surely they would make excellent pets themselves. After all, they are social, they respond to positive reinforcement, they can be trained to perform tasks, and they seemed to enjoy companionship. The logic was so sound if you ignored literally everything else about them. So he filed the paperwork. Class 7 domesticated companions, suitable for family environment, requires moderate exercise and social interaction, may become destructive if bored, estimated lifespan 70 to 90 cycles, recommended diet consists of varied organic matter, showing surprising adaptability to different food sources. The paperwork went through 4 different departments, for not one person questioned it. To be fair, the supporting evidence looked convincing on paper. Humans had been observed engaging in what we call nurturing behaviors. They formed strong emotional bonds, they demonstrated pack loyalty, they even responded positively to treats and rewards, much like the domesticated animals they themselves kept. The Classification Bureau approved it. The Galactic Trade Council rubber-stamped it. Within 6 standard months, humans were being marketed across 4 sectors as the newest, most fashionable companion species. Exotic origin story, adorable bipedal locomotion, and those expressive faces that could convey dozens of emotions. The marketing practically wrote itself. Then the first shipment arrived at RSU No Biology Research Station. I was assigned to intake processing, which meant I got to meet the individuals, before anyone else. See, standard procedure dictated a basic physical examination, behavioral assessment, and habitat requirement evaluation. Simple stuff. I had done this hundreds of times. The transport carrier landed on Docking Bay 7 at approximately 3rd moonrise. I remember because I had just finished my morning stimulant beverage and was looking forward to a routine day of paperwork. The cargo manifest listed one human female, age 26 Earth years, named Mona Reeves, in excellent health and cleared for interactive study. When the containment unit opened, I got my first look at a real living human. She was smaller than I expected. I stand at roughly 8 feet in my natural posture, and she barely reached 6 feet. Her skin was a warm brown color, her hair was dark and pulled back in what I would later learn was called a ponytail, and her eyes were this striking amber shade that seemed to track everything in the room simultaneously. She wore simple clothing, blue pants made of some durable fabric, and a gray upper garment with text I could not read. She smiled at me. I showed her teeth. In my species, that is a threat display. In humans, apparently it means hello. "Hey there," she said, her voice surprisingly deep and calm. "You must be my handler. Mona Reeves. Nice to meet you." Handler. She called me her handler, like I was supposed to be in charge of her. The irony would become apparent soon enough. I consulted my datapad, pulling up the standard introduction protocol for new companion species. "Greetings, human Mona. I am Classification Specialist Valric Thornscale. I will be overseeing your integration into our research station. Please follow me to your habitat, where we will review behavioral expectations and daily routines." She nodded, still smiling, and followed me without hesitation. Compliant, friendly, eager to please, every single checkbox on the companion species evaluation form was getting marked positive.
She even asked questions about the station, showed interest in the other species present, and commented on how excited she was to be there. Textbook domesticated behavior. I should have known better. I should have questioned why a species capable of space travel, even primitive space travel, would be classified as pets. I should have wondered why her eyes kept scanning for exits, why her posture remained balanced and ready despite her relaxed demeanor, why her questions were all information gathering rather than simple curiosity. But I did not. None of us did. We saw what we expected to see because the paperwork told us what to look for. That was our first mistake. The second mistake was introducing her to Krugthoff.